Here I have a wood carver's chisel. Now this one's been beaten up a little bit. As you can see, the teeth on it. But what if it was a little bit worse? Let's go ahead and make it worse. I know this brings chills down some people's backs, but I gotta show how to fix it. Now, the biggest problem a lot of people have is to get this area corner to corner straight. You can see this left side is a little higher. So to go ahead and get that corner to corner straight, I'm gonna be grinding only the very tip. Now I'm gonna grind this tip and I'm gonna grind it at a little bevel. I learned this tip from the owner of FLEXCUT, who makes those carving tools. So I'll go ahead and grab either a 120 or an 80 grit at this stage. So depending on how bad it is, I'll probably go ahead and just use a 120 grit. I think that would suffice. Now remember, you're not going to follow the full bevel. I'm going to hold it at an angle and create a tiny little micro bevel. Now, at this stage, you should wipe off that burr. He always used to tell me that burr can be deceptive. Take a look at it and see you've got corner to corner square, and I believe we have. Now, we go ahead and darken it again, and the objective is to connect this tip to the back of the bevel to create that same degree. So we're going to get rid of that hump, grind it down, and take it back to a high polish. So using the same 120 grit, I'm going to go ahead and hit that edge. Now you want to smooth it a little bit in the back to match the bevel. I think we've done that. So you take a look at it and you see, is there any black left? Get rid of the burr. There is just a slight amount. You just can do just a little bit more. And that should suffice. So now, looking at that edge, there's no black. And from here, we go to a finer grade. So since this is pretty rough, I would use a 220 grit, and I do have a cushion pad on it. Again, darkening the surface. At this stage, all we're doing is eliminating the scratch pattern to get to a high polish. So just a nice smooth finish. And we're good to go. And then from a 220 grit is where you get into the TRIZACT grades. The TRIZACT grades are the colorful ones. So you have the coarse, medium, fine, and very fine. From this stage, I'll probably jump straight to a medium. Right here. And again, this is going to remove all the deep scratches that the ceramic had gone ahead and done, and leave a nice smooth finish. And just follow through. Nice smooth finish. I'll follow with the fine, making sure that inside is clean. I'll show you another tip that he showed me. This is just a finer. Okay, so there we have it. Now from here you can do two things. Either hit it with the very fine, which I like to do because it gives you a crisper edge than the felt. So I'll go ahead and do it. Darken the tip. And you can see it bring up a nice higher luster. And here's another tip I learned. You can always hold it at this lower angle and go like this. Just in case there are some unruly ones, but for the most part, it's nice and sharp. So from here, we're going to darken it one more time, and this is the full face. I'm gonna take our felt wheel, and our felt wheel will always stay nice and flat because it has a backing support. I apply my own polishing Jool Tool compound on it, and this will give you a superior high luster and a really sharp edge. So you just follow the edge. You can go back and forth on it, the whole surface. It doesn't make a difference what. Do it one more time. But you see the nice polish on this. So we have this, and again, here's another treat. Now this is the technique that FLEXCUT Carving Tools uses to make all their tools. If you want to see how clean this edge is, I hope I can show you. Wow, that cuts so nice. Clean and sharp all the way through.